and then we'll be going for seeing one of the basic Linux commands for us. Okay, as I've told you guys in the class that we will be starting from Linux, we'll be going to Azure, we'll be going to Azure DevOps. Then, okay, so that would be our flow. So we'll be going out for our basic Linux commands, which are very important for us, guys. Okay, you should be knowing the basic Linux stuff to be working onto the cloud side over here. Okay, so going forward, let me first show you guys that how to create your accounts onto your Azure platform, because you should be having your machines ready. Okay, so this account activation might take up to 12 hours for you guys. Okay? So we'll be creating the accounts, and once you have your accounts activated, you'll be practicing these commands. Okay, so how to create your free accounts onto your Azure platform is, first go to Google. Okay, so once you are onto your Google page, we have to go for Azure portal login. Okay, so this is our Microsoft Azure dashboard portal login, right? So we will be going to Azure portal login, and once we go to Azure portal login, the first link which you see over here, this is our Azure dashboard page, guys. Okay, so I'll be clicking on my first link over here. So this is our Azure dashboard page. Okay, so this is my Azure dashboard page on which I have to create my account. Okay, so if you already have an account, you will go for sign in. Okay, but as we don't have our accounts, we will be going for a free account. Okay, we have to create our free accounts, and these free accounts are completely free for you guys. Okay, so I will click on free account over here, and once you click on free account, okay, it will tell you some of the features actually. Okay, some of the popular services, which means some of the popular facilities. Okay, features, services is nothing but facilities, right? So it is giving you some facilities for up to 12 months. Okay, and some facilities are given to you only for 3 months only. Okay, those are some costly facilities. Okay, expensive facilities are there. So those expensive benefits are given only for 3 months for us. Okay, so within this 3 months of time, you have to utilize those expensive facilities. We'll be doing a hands-on on that expensive facilities, because after 3 months you'll not have the option to again use those. Okay, no doubt you can create one more account. Okay, you have to give new email ID, and you have to give new credit card details. Okay, how to give that details and how you have to escape from getting billed, I'll tell you. Okay, so some of the facilities are up to 12 months, and entire facilities will not be for up to 12 months. Okay, so keep one thing in mind, basically this is for 3 months only, right? About 2 years ago, they used to give complete facilities for 1 year, complete with expensive facilities also. Now they have restricted it to 3 months only, and remaining facilities they are giving for 12 months. Maybe next 1 or 2 years, the free services will be removed actually. Okay, because to make the popular product in the market, they were giving it for free. Now it's already being trending in the market. They no need to give it for free actually. Okay, so in the next 1 or 2 years, there will be no free Azure accounts actually. Okay, so utilize this time, get the most benefit out of it, and use your services when it is free right now. Okay, so you can see over here, it is clearly giving you 200 USDs as a Azure credit over here. Okay, this $200 is what you will be given with free credit. Okay, so once you create your free account, $200 will be given to you. You should be using whatever you are creating on the Azure portal. It will be deducted from this $200. So this $200 is our credit over here, is our money. So you can do anything within this 200 USDs over here. Okay, and this 200 USDs, how many days you have to use? Within 30 days only. Okay, if you don't use within these 30 days, the $200 which are there, it would be not be credited back again in the next month. It would be zero. Okay, it will not carry forward actually. Okay, so no carry forward option is there. Only in 30 days you have to use this $200. Okay, anyhow we will be using that completely, because we'll be doing a lot of server creations. Okay, container creation, so we'll be completely using this $200. Okay, so no worries regarding that. Now I will go for free creation. I'll be clicking on start it for free. Okay, so let it get created over here for free. Okay, right. So once I go for free account creation, okay, you can see that this account is already binded with my account, but I'll go for a use new account because you guys will not be having any accounts over here, right? So when you click on next, it will ask you to sign in with your email ID. Okay, so if you already have an email ID, you can go for any email IDs. But what I suggest you guys to create email IDs on Microsoft portal. Okay, so Microsoft portal account creations. Okay, you have option over here for creating the account. Once you click on create an account, so this email ID will be created on Microsoft account. Okay, so you have at the rate gmail.com for Google account, right? At the rate yahoo.com for Yahoo account. This will come with at the rate outlook.com. Okay, so Microsoft mail IDs will be coming with at the rate outlook.com. So create Outlook mail IDs, guys. Okay, if you don't have, create Outlook mail IDs also, because that would be more beneficial for us, right? So let me create an account over here. I'll give a random mail ID over here, such as my account. You people can give your name. Okay, for example, if I give Harish K Azure at the rate outlook.com. Okay, so this will be your Microsoft account mail ID. Okay, so create your at the rate outlook.com mail ID. Okay, and then you click on next. Okay, this is already taken. I'll give one more E. So this is also already taken. Let me add some number. Okay, it is saying it's not available. This one is also taken. Okay, or else I'll go for Hotmail, guys. Let me check it is available in Hotmail or not. Okay, I'll click on next. Okay, even for Hotmail also it's not being there. Okay, let me add a unique name or else. Okay, let me go with Krish Harish. Okay, 49. Let me check with this one, and this is available. Okay, so give something unique names. At the rate outlook.coms are mostly linked with our official office mail IDs. So most of the mails will be occupied over there, guys. Okay, because every companies they'll be having their official mail IDs with mostly with Outlook frame, outlook.com, right? So that is the reason it's mostly occupied. Okay, so go with any random email ID and let me assign a password. Password has to be secure over here, guys. You guys already know it has to be capital letters, small letters, special characters, and numbers, right? And then I'll be creating this mail ID. So again, click on next. Okay, so completely from step one we are seeing it. Okay, how to create our mail IDs. Okay, and then I'll click on next. It is selecting me to select the bread. Okay, this is the bread over here. Done. And this is the bread. Okay, over here we have over here. Okay, and then this one. Yes. Okay, now it has taken us to Azure sign up page, guys. So creating at the rate outlook.com mail ID is one segment, and creating your Azure accounts is the next step what you have to go forward for. Okay, now my mail ID has been created with Krish Harish 49 is my mail ID at the rate outlook.com, and this is the profile which you will be having on your Azure account. Okay, so Azure account and Outlook account are two different things. Okay, so I've created my Outlook account now, and I'll be going for Azure account creation. So let me give a first name over here as Harish and last name I'll give as Krish. Okay, give your phone number over here. Okay, phone number is mandatory to add over here. Okay, organization name you can give any random name such as my organization. Okay, and PAN card, don't enter any PAN card details. It is completely option for us. Okay, don't give any PAN card details over here. And when you are adding the address, give the address with your city names. Okay, don't give exact address. It's not required to give appropriate address over here. Okay, you will be giving something as, okay, Amirpet. Okay, add unique thing, something as, okay, City Street. Okay, city I will write it as, okay, Hyderabad. State, give the state as Telangana. Okay, and I'll give a random pin code number. Okay, so agree. Okay, for all the ports. Okay, if you click on next, okay, so phone number is to be added over here. Let me give my random number. Okay, and then I'll be getting an OTP, and then let me verify with an OTP. So you guys follow the same procedure over here, guys. Okay, this is the procedure of creating our Azure account. Okay, there is no other procedures. This is a simple procedure for creating our accounts. Okay, then we'll be giving our OTP that which we have received on our phones. Yes, okay, and I'll verify the code. Right now, code has been verified over here. Number has been taken. Now scroll down. I'll click on next. Okay, and next step is where you have to give your card details. Okay, now I have to enter my card details over here. Okay, now it is verifying all this information, and once it is verified, it would be going to the next screen over here. Okay, now it is asking me to enter the card details. Okay, so the first question you will have over here, sir, this is a free account, right? You can see over here it is telling you that it's a free account. Then why it is asking you the card details? Okay, actually just now as I told you before, from around 2 to 3 years back, there was no need of adding any cards or any credit cards or any debit cards. Just with your mail ID, they used to give us the free services over here. Okay. Now, as the demand is increasing, they need to identify the people more. Okay. They don't want Azure to be used by same guy multiple times. Okay. So they are going for a card addition over here. Okay. So this is a layer of identification for us or for them also, right? So when you are giving your card details, you will be using your Azure accounts in a much more efficient way actually. Okay, there are less chances of, okay, misusing the Azure accounts actually. Okay, and for example, you are going for an Azure account, you are creating an Azure account, and if you create one machine or a server, from that machine, okay, if you try to log into some US server or London server or Australian server, and you will be doing some activities which are not to be done actually. In that cases, they'll be tracking you by this card information. Okay, so this card information is very important for them to identify us actually. Okay, because they are not sure that whatever email ID we have given, it's a valid mail ID or not. Anyone can create the mail IDs. It's just 10-minute task, right? So this card information is actually to identify us. Okay, that we are the verified persons or not. Okay, so give your card details. don't worry, this is a very secure Microsoft website. You see, you have a lock symbol over here. Your details will not be shared with anyone. Okay, so give your card details, and I recommend to go with credit card. Okay, because debit card verification will again take more 12 hours. If you are giving credit card, within 12 hours your account will be activated. If you are giving debit card, it will take 24 hours, and sometimes they might reject the debit card also. And don't use RuPay card. Only Visa and MasterCard are accepted. Okay, because Visa and MasterCard are internationally acclaimed cards. Okay, RuPay is only for our Indian region only. Okay, so don't use RuPay cards. Visa and MasterCard only should be entered. Go for credit cards over here. Okay, and one more thing, whatever card details you are entering over here, sir, after 2 or 3 months when bill is generated on Azure account, will they debit anything from my card? They'll not debit a single rupee also. When you are creating your account, it will debit 2 rupees. Okay, and they will give you back that 2 rupees within 12 hours only. Okay, they'll again refund you back that 2 rupees. Why they are debiting 2 rupees? To verify that you have entered a genuine card details or not. Okay, 2 rupees will be debited. Again within 12 hours, they will give you back that 2 rupees. Okay, and then from there onwards, no debit from your card, no debit from your account. They will not debit unless and until you pay. Okay, they are not going to debit anything from your card. Okay, so if you got any bill got generated on your Azure accounts, then what will happen is after 3 months they will suspend the account. Okay, they'll suspend the account after 3 months. So right now they are giving around 13,300 rupees of credit in Indian rupees. Okay, when we are doing our practice, as I know, mostly within 2 or 3 months you will complete this credit. You will completely utilize this credit the way we will practice going ahead, right? And once this 13,000 goes to zero, from there onwards your bill generation will start. Okay, 13,000 they are giving us already in our account. Once it goes to zero, from there onwards our bill generation will start. And once your bill generation started, every month they'll send you mails, okay, to pay the bills. They'll be seeing for 1 month, they'll wait for one more month, and the third month they'll deactivate the account, but don't pay the bill. Okay, if you are paying the bill, you are explicitly paying the bill. Don't worry at all, they are not going to debit anything from your account. Okay, let the account get deactivated. We can add one more mail ID, we can add one more card details, and we can create second account also. Okay, so go in that way, give your account details. After entering your card details, you will get the OTP. Enter the OTP, and it will take 12 hours for your Azure account to get verified. Okay, fine. I hope all the charges, all the free account creation points are clear with you, right? So please create your accounts, utilize the benefit, because the free accounts are for a limited time only, guys. Okay, don't lose that free credits right now. Okay, fine. Now, so going ahead, okay, with the next very important thing that we should know over here is, okay, we'll be learning today some of the basic and important Linux commands over here, guys, on the portal. Okay, so these Linux commands, okay, are very basic needs for us. You people already know how to operate, how to work on Windows. You people already know at least how to create folders, how to copy the folders, how to copy files, how to create the files. So those basic things you already know. But those who are unaware of Linux, on Linux also you should know, because when we are working on Azure, we'll be working parallelly on Windows and Linux also. Okay, so don't feel that Linux is complex. Linux is very easy, guys. Actually, Linux is very easy to work. Actually, I'll show you all the shortcuts, okay, that makes your working on Linux platform very easy actually. Okay, right now, first going to my Linux machine. Okay, so once you have your accounts, okay, verified and created, you will be creating your machine. So I have a sample machine over here. Okay, so this is my Linux machine. Okay, so let me make my Linux machine ready. Okay, just a second. Okay, yes, guys. Now we see that our Linux machine is ready over here. Okay, now let us first learn, okay, how to create a folder on our Linux machine, guys. Okay, then I'll slowly go ahead. So you normally you call a folder in your Windows machine actually. Okay, so folder is nothing but, okay, the where we store your files and data, right? So folder is actually called as directory in Linux. So folder is nothing but directory only. And directory is nothing but folder. In Windows, you create it by giving a right click and a new folder over here, right? That is the way you will be creating your folders over here. In Linux machine, we will be using mkdir command, guys. Mkdir, which stands for make directory. And you can give any name to your directories. For example, I'll give my name for my directory as Naveen. Naveen is my directory name, and directory is nothing but folder only. Okay, so folder is nothing but a directory. So I'll be first creating a directory over here with name Naveen. Okay, so I'll go back to my Linux machine and I'll give a name for my directory, and let me create a directory. I'll give mkdir, okay, which stands for make directory. Okay, and my directory name is Naveen over here. Naveen is my directory name. Okay, so if I give enter over here, you will see that directory got created. Okay, and to see the directory, you will give ll over here. Okay, if you give ll and enter, it will show you the directory over here. How will you see the list of directories? By giving ll. Okay, by giving ll, we'll see the list of directories over here. Okay, so the next command we'll be giving over here is ll. Okay, right. Now, okay, so I've created one directory and I'm seeing the directory. Let me create one more directory also. I'll give mkdir, okay, and I'll give my directory name as Krish over here and enter. So I've created one more directory, right? If you give ll and enter now, it will show you two directories, okay, and it is showing you vertically. If you want to see this one horizontally, give ls and enter, it will show you horizontal. Okay, so vertical details ll and horizontal details ls. Okay, so that is the difference between ll and ls over here. Ll will give you vertically and ls will give you horizontal. Okay, this way I'll write horizontal, I'll keep it in bracket. Okay, now after creating folder, guys, what I'll do is I'll create a file. Okay, in Windows, how will you create a file? Simple. You'll give a right click. You will go to Notepad or a text editor, okay, or a simple Notepad file. You will create your files. Okay, in Linux, how will I create the file? There are multiple commands for creating the files, guys. Okay, so the first and easy way for creating your file is with touch command. With touch command. Okay, so give touch command, say touch and write file one. Okay, and if I give enter, file will get created over here. Okay, you can see if I give ll and enter, my file is over here. Okay, file one is there, Krish folder is there, and Naveen folder is also there. Okay, so touch space file one file got created. Okay, let me write the same command over here also, because it will be easier for you guys to take down these commands. Okay, I'll write it as touch space file one. Right, very good. Now if you want to create multiple files in a single go, one file I'm using touch. Okay. If you want to create multiple files, again touch will help you. How? Write touch space file 2, file 3, file 4, file 5, and you can write the list of files. Okay. With touch command, you can even create multiple files also, guys. Okay. And if you give enter, now file 2 to file 5, I've created these many files. Okay. If you give LL and check, from file 1 to file 5, I have 5 files, Krish folder and Navin folder also. Okay, all these files and folders are there now. Okay, so let me write the command. Okay, so you can create one single file or you can create multiple files also, guys. Okay, so file 2, file 3, file 4 and file 5. I've created multiple files also. Okay, very good. Now there is a one more command for using your files. Okay, and that is a nano command, guys. Using nano command, also you can create your files. Okay, and you can edit your files also using nano command. Okay, so one thing to be clear over here. Okay, let me tell you, touch command is only for creating the files, guys. Okay, in Windows machine, what happens whenever you create a file, it goes to editor mode. You can edit files, you can write something on your files, but with touch command, only file will get created. You cannot write anything to this file. Okay, we cannot write anything onto this file, only file will get created. Okay, but with nano command, file will get created and it will go to editing mode also. It will go to editing mode also. You can write something on this file such as hello to all, good morning. Okay, so with nano command, file will get created and it will go to editing mode also. You can write some details onto your files. Both the things can be done. Okay, so touch will not take you to editing mode. It will only create the file. Okay, so be clear with that. So now I am using nano command for creating my file. Okay, and I will write it as nano file 6. Okay, and you are writing your details. Right, very good. Now let me exit from this. Okay, and let me exit from this. Okay, right, very good. Now let me tell you one more command for creating the file, guys, and this is one of the important commands for creating your files. Okay, mostly you will use touch for creating the file and vim command for creating the files. So vim also works in the same way how nano works. File will get created and you will go to editing mode also. Okay, both the things will happen at the same time. So I'll create file 7 now, vim space file 7. Okay, and let me create a file 7 now. So if you give vim, the file will get created and you will go to editing mode also. Okay, and if you want to write anything onto this file, again you will say hello to all, good morning. Okay, and whatever details you want to write, you can write these details on this file. Okay, so touch command, nano command and vim command. So vim command is mostly used, guys. Vim is mostly used. Okay, right. Okay, so these are the three major commands that which we have for creating the files. Okay, very good. Okay, and now one more thing, to save the vim file. Okay, to save a vim file, you have to press escape button and then shift colon. Let me write it over here, it would be clear for you. With vim command, when you guys are creating the files, I'm creating file 7 with vim command. Okay, to save this file, you have to press escape. Okay, shift to colon. Colon will be there beside L in the keyboard, guys. Beside L word, there will be a colon, and then you have to type WQ. WQ stands for write and quit. Okay, so Escape shift colon WQ, you will save and you will exit from your VIM file. Okay, so this is the procedure for saving this file. I will write WQ. You see at the bottom I have written shift colon WQ. After pressing escape only, you will come to this mode. Okay, now if you give enter, you will come back to your Linux machine. So total 7 files. Okay, now if you want to read the file, okay, we have cat command, cat command, and give your file name, enter, it will read your file. I have written the same message inside my file, right? It is showing you the same message. I have written hello to all and good morning, right? It is showing you the same message. So cat file name, it will read the contents inside a file. Okay, in Windows, how will you read the content? You will double click on that file and you will read the contents. Right over here, cat file, cat. Yes. Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you now. Okay. Now I have created the file. Okay, and for reading the file, we are using cat command. Okay, cat and my file name. Right. Now the next thing is how to create a file in a directory. Okay. So first of all, go inside a directory or nothing but folder. Okay. Right. In Windows, what you will do, guys, you will double click on that folder name and you will go inside a folder, right? We will double click on that folder and we'll go inside a folder. In Linux, how to go inside a folder? You have to use cd command. Cd stands for change directory. Okay, so cd is like double clicking on that folder. Okay, cd space, I want to create a file in Krish directory, right? Krish over here. Okay, then we will go inside that directory. Cd space directory name. Okay, if you give enter over here, it will show you over here that you are right now inside Krish folder or Krish directory. It will show you over there. Okay, now right now you can see you are inside Krish folder over here, and inside the Krish folder, first check how many files are there. You give LL over here, you can see no file is there inside my Krish folder. Okay, I have created all the files outside the Krish folder until now. Okay, right now I'm inside the Krish folder. You have double clicked on that folder, you went inside that folder, and inside Krish folder I don't have any files. Now let me create a file. You can use any command, touch, nano, or vim. Okay, so let me use touch for easy creation. File 10. Okay, give enter, file will get created inside Krish. Check now, file 10 is there. Okay, so go inside that directory, go inside that folder with cd command, and you will go inside that directory. Okay, so cd is the command for going inside a directory, guys. Okay, let me write these commands also. Let me keep this one in the box. Okay, right now let me write cd command. Okay, so cd krish I did. Okay, and after going inside the directory, I have created file 10 also. Okay, and then you have listed the file and then you have seen, right? Very good. Now right now you are inside the directory, right? How to come outside the directory? In Windows machine, what you will do, there is a back option. On the left side there is a back option, you will come out of the directory, right? In Linux machine, cd space dot dot, this is the command to come outside of your directory. Okay, if we give cd space dot dot, we will come outside of our directory, guys. Okay, so to come outside of our directory, this is the command. Okay, we'll be giving cd space dot dot, and if you give enter over here, you will see that you will come outside of the directory. See, you are not inside Krish now. I'm outside of my directory, right? Very good. Okay, now let me show you guys one more very important thing. Now you people know how to create folder or a directory, how to create a file, how to read the file. Now let me tell you one more very important thing, how to install packages or softwares on Linux, guys. Okay, in Windows, what you will do, you will go to that installer file, you will double click on that file, installation will start. Okay, you will be installing all your softwares, right? You might install Java, Python, okay, or a PDF reader or MS Office. What you will do, double clicking on that file, it will start installing, right? In Linux, what we have to use for installing is, this is the command, guys, and the command is yum install. Okay, yum install is the command to install some packages or softwares in your Linux machine. Yum install is the command. Okay, so if you want to install Java over here, you will write Java, or if you want to install Python, you will write Python. If you want to install MySQL, you will write MySQL over here. Okay, or if you want to install some Apache softwares, you will write Apache over here. Okay, so whatever package or software which you want to install, yum install is the command. And if you are observing one thing or not, if you are seeing over here, I'm changing the package name, but am I changing yum install? No, yum install will remain constant over here. Yum install will not change. Whatever package you want to install, you have to give that package name. Only package name will be added over here. Yum install will not change. Okay, so yum install is the command to install over here. Okay, and let me show you what is htop. So before installing htop, okay, if I give htop over here and if you give enter, it will not show you anything. It will tell you that command not found. Okay, now what I will do is I will install htop on this Linux machine because htop is not there on this machine. Okay, so now you see what will happen. How to install, guys? What is the command? Yum space install space htop. Okay, and give -y, which means proceed to yes. I want to install this package. If you don't give y, during installation, it will ask you to enter y, means yes. Okay, so this is the command to install htop. Okay, so I'll give enter over here and you will see that htop installation has started. Okay, htop is getting installed now and it got installed successfully. Very good. So now what I'll do is I will give htop as the command. Okay, and if you give enter over here, see what will happen. It will show you the complete CPU utilization of your Linux machine. Okay, that how many processes are running, what is the CPU utilization, how many tasks are running behind the scenes, okay, how many services are running. It will show you all the things with htop command, and that too in a colorful effect. Okay, in a colorful effect it will show you. And one more thing over here, okay, over here you have the CPU utilizations, right? Very good. Okay, and this is one of the important things to know, guys. Okay, in Windows, what you will do to check this thing, you will go to your task manager. In your task manager, it will show you how many processes are running, how much CPU is running. Okay, what is the shortcut for task manager? You'll go for Control Alt Delete and then you'll click on task manager, right? In Linux, you will click htop. Okay, and it will show you the task manager of Linux machine. Okay, so it is very important to check know how much CPU load is there. Okay, same thing you can view it from. Okay, now let me go back. Okay, so to exit from this, we have to press F10. Okay, and I will come back. Okay, now I'm back. Very good. Okay, now same thing you can check with top command also, guys. Without giving H, with top command also you can check the same thing. But now if you see the difference, if I give enter, it will not give you any colorful effect like htop. Okay, it will show you in a very simple way. Over here also it will show you that how many tasks are running. 105 tasks are running. Okay, it will show you the same details. Okay, but not in a much presentable way. Actually, htop will give you in a much more presentable way. Right now, very good. I'll come back. Okay, so I have installed htop, right? Yum install htop. Similarly, if you want one more package also, you can install. I will say yum space install space htdpd and then -y. htdpd is a Apache package, guys. Okay, it's an Apache package, Apache software package. Okay, so if you give enter over here, HTTP will install. So you can install any packages. Yum install is the command. Okay, right, very good. Now let me show you some of the important shortcuts now, guys. Okay, fine. Okay, we have four arrows in our keyboard, right? Up arrow, down arrow, left arrow, and right arrow, right? Okay, if you want to see the previous command what you have entered, click on up arrow over here, guys. If you click on up arrow, it will show you the previous command. One more time, if you click on up arrow, previous to that command it will show. One more time, click on up arrow, previous to that command. If you see, I'm going backwards with my commands, right? So one more time, click on up arrow, it will show you one more previous command. So up arrow will take you to the previous command, see? And down arrow, you will go in the same reverse order, you will come back. Okay, so up arrow and down arrow are the shortcuts for us, guys. Okay, if you want to type any previous command which you have already typed, don't need to type it again. Give up arrow and down arrow. Okay, it will type it for you over here. Okay, so up arrow and down arrow are mostly used in Linux. Okay, so up arrow and down arrow. And if you want to see, okay, the history of commands which you have typed, history is only the command, guys. If you type history, it will show you the list of commands which you have typed over here with an history command. Okay, so if I give enter over here, we have entered around 38 commands it is showing. Okay, but it's a simple commands only. Multiple times we have entered cat and nano and file, right? It is showing you the same thing. This is the history of commands that which we have typed. Okay, right, very good. Now one more thing, let me show you. Okay, one more easier way of working with Linux, that is, okay, I'll give vim space. Okay, so there is one path, guys. Actually there are multiple folders inside folders actually. Okay, so what I'll do over here is just see slash var slash www and slash html. I'm typing this thing, right? I'm entering this thing. You no need to enter commands actually over here in Linux, guys. How I'll tell you the shortcut. So type slash va and click on tab button. There is a tab button on our keyboard, right? Above caps lock button, there is a tab button, right? Click on tab, it will take the remaining command. I'll just click on tab over here. You see, it will take the remaining command for me now. I'm not typing anything. Okay, I'll type W over here, just one W, and click on tab, it will take the remaining command. I'll type H, and if you press tab, it will take the remaining command. So if you have any lengthy commands to give on Linux, just tab a single character of that, it will take the remaining command for you. Okay, it will take the remaining command for us. Okay, if you want to know the host name, I'll go with the tab method now. See, HOS. Okay, T it only gave. Okay, I'll press N, and if you press tab, okay, it will take the remaining command. AME I'm not typing. Okay, so go with tab command, guys. Tab command will help you to enter your commands in a much more easier way. Okay, so just starting write at least one or two characters of your commands. Remaining command it will give you over here. Linux will only give you. Okay, so tab is the one more shortcut for us. Up arrow keys and down arrow keys are one more shortcut for us. And in your keyboard you will have more two buttons, that is home button and end button. Mostly in Windows we will not use it. Home button will be there. Home button and end button. Okay, if you click on home button, you will be on first point of your command. Okay, cursor will be at the first index on home button if you click on home button. Okay, and if you click on end button, you will be on the last character of your command, end button. Okay, so home button and end button, up arrow and down arrow, and tab button, guys. These are our shortcuts for Linux. It makes very comfortable and easy for you guys to work on Linux with these shortcuts, with these commands. Okay, no need to straight shot at all. Okay, so if you give host name, it will give you the host name over here. This is the IP address of my machine. Okay, and if you want to know the complete IP address, okay, this is the command if config. In Windows, you will give IP config. In Linux, you will give if config. Okay, if config. In Windows, you will give IP config. Okay, so if config will give you the complete IP address over here, guys. Okay, so this is the inet address, net mask is this. Okay, and this is the broadcasting address. In Windows, how will you see this? You will go to your network icon, you will give a right click, you will open the properties, okay, and then you will see the IP address with subnet mask, with net mask, everything over here. If config is the command. That's it. Simple. With if config, you will see all the IP details over here, right? Now, okay, and one more last thing, guys. Okay, if you want to ping any IP, okay, to check your network is working fine or not, you will go with the ping command. Okay, we will go with the ping command, and 8.8.8.8, this is the IP address of your google.com. Okay, this is the IP address of our google.com, guys. Okay, so this IP address is reserved for Google. Okay, you will do a Google search, right? You will type google.com. The IP address of that is 8 series. Okay, so if you give enter over here, if it is working fine, it will give you back the response. Okay, and it is giving back me the response also over here. Okay, so the next is the ping command over here. Okay, yes, fine guys. Okay, so now you guys know how to create our folders, how to create the files, how to install the packages, and how to ping, and very importantly is the shortcuts, guys. Okay, so try to use as much as shortcuts, okay, you can, because that will make your work easier onto your Linux side. So that is the reason I said working on Linux is very easy. Okay, previous commands you can easily get over here like this. Okay, tab button will help you to give the commands. Okay, so these two things is majorly used by your Linux guys. Okay, you also start using that, it will be very easy for you to go ahead with Linux. Okay, and please create your accounts. Okay, your accounts creation is mandatory, because you need to be practicing, you need to be doing a hands-on your accounts only, guys. Okay, on your accounts you have to be practicing all those things. Okay, so this thing you can practice on an online editor. Okay, you have online editors, you can write online Linux editors, you will get the okay online portals for practicing your commands. Okay, you can practice your commands, all the Linux commands over here on the shell also. Okay, like this. Okay, so just practice your commands on your online editors. Okay, you will be getting the commands from over here, but create your Azure account. Tomorrow it has to get activated. Okay, because we'll be creating machines, and then we'll be going forward from there. Okay, so practice this. Okay, basic commands, guys, initially. Okay, fine. Then I'll be saving the share for the today's class. I'll be